Aloha, it's Kiana, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Also, huge mahalo to Longs Drugs Hawaii for sponsoring the show. Head on over to your nearest Longs Drugs for all your shopping needs. The consequences of Russia's invasion of Ukraine are being felt here in Hawaii. On Thursday, the owner of Hawaii's oil refinery announced that it was suspending purchases of Russian crude in light of the country's unprovoked attack on a sovereign nation. Houston-based Par Pacific Holdings said it is turning to other grades of crude to meet fuel production requirements in the islands. About a quarter of Hawaii's crude oil came from the Russian Far East in 2021. Par Pacific now plans to rely on crude primarily sourced from North and South America. Last week, company officials said they didn't anticipate any disruption in supply to the state. Hawaiian Electric Company told the Star-Advertiser that Par Hawaii also gave it assurances that there would be no interruption in oil deliveries. Confusion and division over outdoor masking mandates has led parents at one Kailua school to call for an end to the requirement. A group of parents at Mokapu Elementary School have launched a petition to end the State Department of Education's mandatory outdoor masking mandate. The Change.org petition has drawn more than 450 signatures. According to DOE COVID-19 guidance, masks must be worn indoors and outdoors at school campuses or facilities. But Mokapu Elementary parents point to the latest health department guidance that says students and staff do not need to wear masks in most outdoor settings. The DOH says its recommendations do not constitute a mandate for DOE. Health officials combine information from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention with local factors to offer guidance, a DOH spokesperson said. The DOE notes there are a number of reasons to keep the mask mandate in place for public schools. Those include an increased risk of exposure in densely populated school settings and low vaccination rates among children. A 20-year-old woman wanted for allegedly assaulting a McCully convenience store worker over a masking request has been arrested. Adriana Francisco was arrested by the Sheriff Division at the Daniel K. Inouye Airport Thursday afternoon. She was wanted on a $20,000 arrest warrant for suspicion of second-degree assault. Earlier this week, Francisco was identified as the woman who allegedly attacked a 7-Eleven store worker at the McCully Shopping Center in January. Police said a 54-year-old employee asked Francisco to put on a face mask when she entered the store. Francisco allegedly assaulted the worker and fled. The victim suffered substantial injuries in the attack and was taken to a hospital. Francisco's name, mugshot, and photo from a surveillance video were released earlier this week. Police and Crime Stoppers thanked the public for their assistance in locating the suspect. A 66-year-old Maui visitor has died after losing consciousness while snorkeling in the Olowalu landing area. Maui police said officers responded to a call about an unresponsive man at Ma'alaya Harbor Thursday morning. He was taking part in a snorkeling trip when he lost consciousness about 300 feet from shore. Life-saving actions were performed on board a boat and continued as the U.S. Coast Guard transported the man. The measures proved unsuccessful and the man died. Police said the victim was visiting from Wildwood, Missouri. His identity is being withheld to give family time to notify their extended family and friends of his death. A preliminary investigation into the incident found no signs of foul play, and police are classifying it as a fatal accident. A plan to invest $600 million in Hawaiian Homesteads is advancing in the legislature. State lawmakers voted unanimously to push two similar bills through the Financial Oversight Committees in the House and Senate on Thursday. The proposals would make a historic contribution to the State Department of Hawaiian Homelands, so it can trim a backlog of around 28,700 applicants waiting for homestead lots. DHHL anticipates it can deliver 2,910 homestead lots on Oahu, Maui, Molokai, Hawaii Island, and Kauai by 2028. According to Ways and Means Committee Chair Senator Donovan Dela Cruz, the 2,910 lots are projected to cost $488 million. An additional $112 million would be available to beneficiaries on the wait list, who can relinquish their claim in exchange for up to $100,000. The homestead program was created in 1921 through the Federal Hawaiian Homes Commission Act. It was designed to compensate for the government's history of taking Hawaiian land. The state inherited the program as a condition of statehood in 1959, but has struggled to deliver homesteads due to funding and the expensive infrastructure cost for DHHL land. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great day, and we'll see you back here on Monday.